What's up, beautiful people? Yesterday had brought on a lot of it just wasn't a good day for everybody. I don't want to say everybody, like the collective of people around the world, but the people that I've actively been talking to, including my household. It was funny toward the end, and like the last bit of interactions that we shared, it was like nothing but like I had like a laughter, but that brought up a point that I wanted to talk about, which was creating gratitude and positivity within negative spaces and just in general. But being that yesterday was like kind of a bummer, and we're not used to like this type of weather. We've been used to like sunny and just having different elements taken away from us that help produce positivity. Having those different elements taken away, but trying to implement new ones in this new lifestyle so that we can continue on with the life that we want to live. So that being said, the affirmation that I received this morning, and they be right on time. And it's so funny. It was, I wanted to thank God. It said universe, but for some people, you know, the universe is God and vice versa. So I want to thank God or the universe for the lessons received from life experiences. And we can use any affirmation that says I am grateful and I am thankful to talk about gratitude and positivity. But I think this one really reaches the point that I was trying to create when thinking about what I was going to record, because one, you're thinking of a power that's most high, more high than you. You're not in control, just like you're not in control in life, and that you took the obstacles that you had went through, you saw them as lessons, and you changed them around, and you've created a better experience from them. So I really like this one for this topic. Like I said, you could choose almost anyone that starts with I am grateful or I am thankful, but this one I liked a lot. So I thank God or universe for lessons received from life experiences. And like, just to touch base with like me, like I'm sure you heard it 1,000 times, just the change. Like, I wouldn't be who I am to this day, and I love this person and I accept this person, but I wouldn't be who I am today and have the same mindset and have these same thoughts and have the same path if I didn't go through what I went through, even the negative things. And a lot of it was not positive at the time that I did it, but we don't live in that version of self anymore. This version of self, which is the only reality, this version right now, this you that's watching this me that's recording this is the only reality that matters. This is what we're experiencing right now. This is life. For everything that's ever happened to me, I am thankful because I can be in this life, in this present moment right now. It took a long time for me to have that mindset. There was days where I'm like just crying on my way to work, sleeping 18 hours days, thinking woe is me, on like five different mental health medications just to numb the sadness that I was feeling. And like, there was this time I can laugh at it now because I'm grateful that I went through it, but there was this time that like I would just pass, if you ever been to Columbus, Ohio, you will know that there's like farms just randomly in the city. And I was at like up north in the city, and I was passing a farm that had these just like, they were so cute, these cows. And I was just like, oh my God, what if we get reincarnated, right? And one of the things that we get reincarnated is a cow. Like, and I'm on my way to BJ's Brew House and I'm about to get a burger. Like, and I'm like, what if this is somebody's granny? And I just like busted out crying, like, oh my God, I am eating somebody's granny. And I was like out to eat with this dude at BJ Brew House, bawling, like, I just seen these cows. But I ordered a burger. It was a mess. It was a mess. But I can laugh at it now because it was the past. But this reality is what matters, and I'm thankful I went through that, and I'm thankful for that empathy and compassion that I have. I'm thankful I can even think those thoughts, because a lot of people don't have those experiences where they, think about things outside of social media or whatever. But let's get into it. Let's talk about, if you're struggling with how do you create a gratitude and positive mindset in this reality that you're in. Let's talk about it, because I want to help you get to a point where at the very least you can wake up and be thankful for being you. You can be thankful for your life, and you can be thankful for the things that you went through. Do you have to be like super positive about it? Probably not starting out because we have to grieve, right? Like, grieving is a part of turning negative into positive. So you will find that space, and maybe they'll come up in a topic one day. At the very least, learn how to be thankful, if not positive. So let's talk about how we could do that. Practice makes perfect. So one thing that I did in the depths of me being in this deep dark spot is I kept a little journal, and I was really extreme and try to push myself. I'm like, every night I'm gonna write 20 things that I'm thankful for. Wow, I am going to suggest write down 20 things that you are thankful for at the end of the night, or write down things that you're thankful for at the end of the night. It does not have to be 20 things. You can write down 1, 2, 3. I would suggest 5, because it makes you really think and dig deep, and you don't have to be like, I'm thankful for, and then just like list some things. It'll like give you a little bit of time to think. Try to write down like 3 to 5 things that you're thankful for. And when you're just starting out, I suggest writing it, because then you can go back like at the end of the week or end of the month, or whenever you feel like, I don't know what to be thankful for. At any point in time, you can go back and read it. And I'm a big, like, I used to keep all my notebooks, but moving around, do I keep it? Do I not? And it's like, it's not worth it. But when I find writings like from a past version of me, it's always such a blessing. Typically is a message I needed to hear, or a note from my past self to my future self. And it's really fun. So I think writing and keeping that journal for at least a little bit is a good idea. And I suggest at the end of the day, only because that's when we have went through like the whole day. We had a chance to experience negative and positive, but it gets your brain working. If you feel like the day was nothing but BS, it makes you really think about what it is to be grateful for. And then it like helps relax your mind, because rest is going to be really important for that positivity. So it's going to help you fall into a more ease state at sleep, and you can get a better rest because you're thinking positive thoughts. The subconscious brain is super powerful, and I think a lot of us don't understand, and we underestimate how powerful that is. So there's a lot of people that go to sleep listening to violent things like the TV or whatever, and they're not really using that time to create a more powerful version of themselves. But that's neither here or there. So write your 3 to 5 things in your journal. Share gratitude with the people that are around you. Like, I would say almost every day, if not almost every day, quite often, we tell each other we appreciate them. Sometimes it's in depth, sometimes it's not, but like, appreciate this about you and this about you. Yesterday, in that negative space that we were in, with 2 individuals having 2 totally different like types of days, and they were negative for whatever reason, we ended up sitting on the couch and like having a talk. And I just wanted to really appreciate and let him know that I appreciate how he has kept it together and keeps it together. and handles things. I would like to be more reserved like that, but I'm the person that has to cry it out. So I cried for 30 minutes, but I felt better afterwards. That's neither here nor there, but like, I cry it out. And I really admire how well he handles his feelings, thoughts, and processes. I just like had to let him know, because I know it was a hard day. So just share with people. It don't even have to be, share with people what you appreciate about them. I know that like sharing is caring thing, but you really do feel better when you like put out goodness. It makes them feel better. In return, they'll start like, you know, maybe being more positive. That was my experience. I'm not going to speak for everybody. Yeah, share with people what it is that you appreciate about them or you're thankful for about them. In my case, everything. Do a gratitude meditation. And the reason I put emphasis on the gratitude, or not, the reason I say a gratitude meditation is because while we're going to pause and meditate and, you know, take those in through your nose, out through your mouth breaths, and we're going to do that 5 or 10 times to reset. But while we do that, we're going to think about things that we're thankful for, whether it's that moment to breathe. I think it's really important to take those breaths and recharge the brain and start over. So do a gratitude meditation. Start your journal. Tell people around you that you appreciate them or express that you're thankful for them. Practice your gratitude meditation. This one's very hard for me to this day. I don't know how you feel about it. Try to eliminate negative self-talk. When that comes up, combat that negative self-talk. They always say, like when I was in customer service things, that for every one bad review, you need 3 to 5. This is a very powerful number. Anyways, you need 3 to 5 positive reviews to combat that negative. So I think about that when I think about my negative self-thoughts. So if I hear myself or notice that I'm talking bad about myself, try to do 3 to 5 things that I am positive for, or that are positive and that I appreciate about myself. When I say like, oh, Jennifer, you're blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, Jennifer, you are this. So 3 to 5 to combat your negative thought. If you just have a slew of them, you better learn how to appreciate yourself, because you are going to be telling yourself a lot of good things about yourself, which is what we want. But we don't want you to be talking negative about yourself either. Try to stay in the present moment. The future does not exist. There's no need to worry. We are only here right now. Like I said, this is the only life that we're living, is right now in this moment. And you don't want to eat that away with worry of the future. And you don't want to think too much about the past and how that's affect you and take you away from the current moment either. A tip for me that's helped me is try to stay off of social media. If you do find that you want to scroll and that's your like me time, don't read into the negative, like current events. Don't read into like the fear mongering. Is that the word? Don't read into those fear filled things or negative things. Like I know a lot of people like to watch fight videos and all this stuff. Like, don't do that. You want your space to be clear. You want it to be happiness and positive thoughts. Like, I don't watch scary movies anymore. I don't watch like murder mystery things because it's anxiety inducing. Like, a lot of people nowadays are into these type of things. So I'm not going to say there's not badness in the world, right? But I'm not walking around living in fear and thinking negative of the world, because I'm not ingesting these horror stories that happen IRL thinking like, oh, this could happen to me. Like, I have had very wild experiences happen to me, but I forgave that and I walk in trust and faith that I'm safe, and I don't like ingest scary movies, murder mysteries, unsolved mysteries, and I don't allow that to control how I'm going to interact with people. And I noticed that a lot about people. Like, this one girl was like, oh my god, I thought you guys were going to murder me. Like, well, we asked her to come hang out, and it's like, why would you even say that? Why do you think that way? So that'll help you with that more positive mindset. Prioritize your self-care. Yeah, you care for everybody else. You can't keep pouring from an empty glass. So nourishing foods, things for your soul, things for your mind, your body, that's important. Physical activity. Physical activity has been known and proven to boost your mood. I'm not saying go out there and jogs 10 miles a day. Being pregnant and just like getting out for a simple walk just helped that boost it, make me happier, appreciate like life a little bit more. It makes me thankful that I can move my body even though pregnant, that I'm not passing out like I was in Puerto Rico. It makes me just grateful that I have an able body. If you don't have an able body and you're able to move in certain ways, like move that way and be grateful that you can do that. Do some type of physical activity. They say that 80% of brain's gray matter can be altered just by moving your body, just doing physical activity. So that is changing the physical structure of our brain by moving, and that's pretty powerful. If 80% of your brain can be altered by moving, why not do it? But seeing, I think for me, like that's with the gym, seeing progress, it really helps with like positive self-talk and thinking more positively, because you can, for me it was the Stairmaster at first, like I could only do like 5 minutes, but at some point, and I don't even remember how long it took, I was doing it for an hour and a half, and it's just like, just seeing that progress, it makes you feel good about yourself. And I know that people who go to the gym will understand this, but if you haven't been to the gym or you haven't worked out, that like post-workout feeling, especially if you weren't feeling a workout or feeling moving, feels so good. You're so proud of yourself. Like I was going to the gym at 3 a.m. and like tired and groggy and just like F life and all of this, but by the time I left, like I'm listening to music, I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm ready for the day, I'm ready to like tackle on whatever comes my way. And you just feel good. So try to move. At the very least, try. If it's you gotta start somewhere. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna baby you on what you need to do. If you're on this journey of trying to be better, you know deep down inside what it is that you have to be good at. You just got to be honest with yourself and hold yourself accountable. Whatever it is that you know you can do it and try to be physical. Let's get physical. Take time to breathe. Do that, practice that practice that gratitude meditation, or just practice a form of meditation that works for you. One of the first forms I learned was the Zen breathing technique that my RA had told me in college, and it was like breathe in 1, out 2, so every in breath was an odd number, every out breath was an even number. Try to get to 10 without thinking of anything, and anytime you think of something, go back and start over. But I think a very simple one is just that holding it, that breathe deep breath in that we talked about earlier. Learn in darker times like yesterday for us, learn how to develop a skill or what it is that's going to help you become more positive. A lot of times for me, it's like a nap. During your pregnancy, I realized a lot of what I'm feeling is hunger. So like getting something to eat, a good smoothie, move, nap, fairly easy. Just find what works for you. Surround yourself with positivity. Again, get rid of the negative BS that you're watching. Get rid of the person on your news feed that always got something terrible to say. Get rid of that. Get rid of it. Delete it. It's not important to your life. It's not conducive to the person that you're trying to be. Stop watching the news. Stop feeding in to the things that are going to create negativity. Like once you realize how much the outside world influences you, what's on the screen influences your brain, you will definitely see. Like turn that TV off at night. Don't listen to nothing. Like if you have to listen to something, listen to like a positive like audiobook, podcast, a positive meditation, a guided meditation of some sort, even something like frequencies, something. You certainly have to listen to something, but even down to certain music. Like I realized a lot of times the music that we listen to now, it's a big reason why everybody is the way they are. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. We could dive deeper into it later, but listen to happier music, better music with more with higher frequencies, and that's going to radiate a positive mindset. Because we're over here listening to trap music or whatever it is that we're listening to, and we're over here thinking that we're thugzillas, and it's like, you don't have to be in this world to maneuver. So surround yourself with positivity, whether it's people your social media feed, music, entertainment of some sort. Surround yourself with positivity and be open to connections. You never know what type of positive outcome will come from having people around that think well. But you have to be open to connecting with those people. And a lot of times people find those positive people, annoying because they're used to vibing in a negative little circle. But these positive people will definitely help alter your brain and create a gratitude lifestyle. So be open to that connection. That's what I have. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's kind of I thought yesterday was my longest video, but I think today's gonna be my longest video. And it might just get longer from there. We never know. But it's fun to share with you guys. That's all I have today. I'm gonna go in here before this baby wake up. And I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.